Welcome, everyone. Another episode of Yoga for the Back Body with Jim. Still trying to get over this cold a little bit. It's like really clinging around. How are you guys doing today? Come to a nice seat. Oh, take a deep breath in. Let it all go as we arrive on our mat today. Another deep breath in. Let it all go, arriving on our mat. The theme for the month is building resilience. And today I was thinking we could build resilience through building strength. So we'll be focusing on some ab work, doing some planks and other strength based exercises, knowing that as we build strength, it allows us to be more, build resilience through other poses. And know that as we build strength, we can do other things. It's kind of a mind shift kind of thing. So let's focus on that today, but let's get started kind of gently. Let's do some, we haven't done any neck work in a while. So let's start off doing some neck stretches. Okay. Come to a nice seat, pull your shoulders down onto your spine, collarbones are expansive, and let your chin drop to your chest. Notice the expansion across the neck between the shoulder blades up to the base of the skull. And just let your breath come to its natural rhythm here. And then let's move our right ear to our right shoulder slowly. Notice the stretch from ear to shoulder. And then slowly extend the left arm out. Just try to find like a 45, 60-degree angle. Maybe you try to play with it a little bit, right? Check and make sure you didn't lean tip to one side here. Nice, tall, straight spine. Core is engaged. Reach with those fingertips. I tend to look upward a little bit when I do this. And maybe you take that shoulder and make sure you roll it back a little bit. Instead of your arm being out front, you try to pull it back a little. One more breath here. On the inhale, I want you to bring your left hand up and over to the right side of your head. Pull your head up tall. Bring the left hand back to your knee. As you drop your chin to your chest, take another breath here. Check in. How does that left side feel? I tend to use the word lengthened. I don't know if that's always the right word, but that's how I tend to think of it. I'm going to slowly roll the left ear to the left shoulder. Again, find your spot. Make sure you didn't tip a little bit. I know I always do. I think it's probably a little bit of a natural thing. Then slowly extend the right arm long. Again, finding that spot for yourself. There's no right spot for this. It's how you feel. Feel the length from the ear to the right shoulder. 2 more breaths. One more. Flip that right palm. Bring the right palm up and over to the left ear. Pull your head up. Right palm comes back down. Close your eyes down for a second here if you feel like you're in a safe place. And check both sides. Do they feel kind of even, lengthened? Just one more breath here. I'm going to take some circles with our neck now. So I want you to drop your chin to your chest And let's go first, go to the right, up, left, down. Inhale to the right, exhale, chin to the sky. Inhale, left ear, left shoulder. Exhale, chin to chest. So keep doing 2 more this direction. Time with your breath. Last one this way. And then when you get back to your chest, hold it here and then slowly go back the other way. Left ear, left shoulder, chin to the sky. And maybe you change the timing on the breath. So you're inhaling to the left, exhaling to the right. This lets us lengthen our breath just a little bit. And we're getting there gradually, not forcing it. Last one to the left. Take a pause at center. How's that neck feeling now? Always check in after we do these movements just to see how you're kind of feeling. And let's get that upper back kind of moving a little bit here. So we're going to take our arms out on an inhale, up and wide. Palms are going to reach up, come to touch overhead. And exhale, cactus those arms. Inhale, tall. Exhale, cactus or goalpost. Inhale, tall. One more time. Exhale, cactus or goalpost. Inhale, tall. And we're going to exhale. We're going to twist to the right. Little binding twist. Left palm, right knee, right hand behind you. Look over that right shoulder. Just getting some movement going here. Just noticed someone had been in my drawer. Inhale, tall. Exhale to the left. Two more breaths here on the left. One more. Inhale, tall. Palms come to touch overhead. Reach for the sky. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, tall. Exhale, bring those palms to your knees. Check in. How's that upper back twisting motion feeling for you? Now we're going to come to tabletop from here. Now I tend to go to tabletop by rolling over my crossed legs and coming up. You get there however you need to. That's just an example. If you can't do that, that's okay. The dogs have been visiting me in the office, so the yoga mat has dog hair all over it now. So in that tabletop, I want you to align your shoulders over your wrist, hips over your knees. Toes can be tucked or untucked. Your choice. Engage your core so you have a nice flat spine. Here again, this is one of the reasons we do some core work here. Take a breath in tabletop. Notice how it feels. On your next inhale, I want you to drop your belly, look up to the ceiling or as high up on the wall as you can, coming to cow pose, and then push in, arch your spine, tuck that tailbone to cat. Inhale back to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. We're just trying to introduce some movement now. Get our body moving. One more time. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Now take some organic movements here. I tend to like to roll my belly into like a barrel roll kind of thing. And then get a little circles with your hips, whatever you feel is like just calling to you right now. Just some organic movement. You know where your body is stiff right now. Sometimes I like to tuck my toes, push my hips back, get a nice stretch across the bottom of my feet. We'll meet in that neutral tabletop. I want you to bring your big toes to touch. We're going to go to child's pose first before we move on. So push your hips back to your heels. Let your forehead come down to the ground. Take a few breaths here. Maybe you rock your head left and right. Maybe you notice any tightness in your hips. Yesterday was leg day for me, so that spot in the front of the hip joint is really sore. One more breath here in child's pose. Okay, we're going to come to some strength-based work. Unlike a lot of my classes, this is going to be a little bit tougher. So we're going to push our palms into the mat, lift our hips up off our heels, pushing our bum back, coming to that inverted V downward facing dog. When you get to down dog, first one of the day here, pedal out your feet. Maybe rock your hips left and right. I'm going to tuck my shirt in real quick in the back. Just keep doing that. Okay. When you're ready, go ahead and come to a down dog. Now, we're going to be here for 5 breaths. Long time for down dog, right? Hanging upside down like this. So just focus on your breathing. Maybe you have audible exhales to kind of let you time. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, how is this helping us build resilience? You probably wanted to come out of down dog way before 5. So we're trying to push our mind just a little bit further as we go through this. Now, instead of dropping our knees, we're going to come forward into plank. Now, in plank, I want you to engage those quads, engage everything in your body to hold yourself up. Now, typically, I would let you go straight. If you need to drop down to your knees, that's perfectly fine here. Typically, we would hold this for very long, but we're going to actually hold it for a count of 5. So 5 breaths. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Last breath. 5. Now, instead of dropping to the floor, we're going to inhale our hips back, downward facing dog. Hold that for a count of 3 this time. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. We're going to inhale forward into plank. Hold it for a count of 1, 2, 3. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale back to downward facing dog.
Actually, that should have been an inhale and plank and exhale downward facing dog, but that's okay. Take one breath here. Inhale forward to plank.
Exhale. Take an inhale and plank. Exhale, downward facing dog.
Take an inhale here.
Exhale, drop your knees down. Bring your big toes to touch. Push your hips back to your heels. Oh, congratulate yourself on some hard work there. Taking a little break. Maybe you get a sip of water. So how did that make you feel? Did you feel like you were pushing through a barrier? One way I like to do that and to get better at things like that and build some resilience, because look, plank is not easy for anybody. There are people who make it look easy, but it's still not easy for them. They just have good facial expressions and are good at hiding it. But one way you can get better and build that resilience in those poses is by just trying to go one more breath every time. So maybe tomorrow you sit down and go downward dog to plank and you try to hold them for 6 breaths. Maybe you do 6, 4, 2 instead of 5, 3, 1. Just trying to build up that strength and resilience, because your mind is going to want you to come out of that the minute it gets hard. So we're trying to say, I don't want to come out of this pose. I want to build resilience and stay in it. All right, we're going to go through that one more time for a 5, 3, and a 1, and then we'll be done and we'll come down to our belly on the last one. So come back to downward facing dog. Inhale your hips up and back. So we're going to do 5 breaths in this first down dog. 1, 2, 3. Notice where your mind goes here. 4, 5. Inhale forward to plank. 5 breaths. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take an inhale and plank. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. 1, 2, 3. Inhale forward, plank. 1, 2. Last one. 3. Inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. For 1 breath, inhale. Exhale. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale. Inhale, exhale, lower all the way down to our bellies. Hey, you made it. And that second round was kind of tough, wasn't it? I don't know about you, but I felt that second round a lot more than I did the first. Stack your hands. Let your forehead come back here to the back of your hands. Just feel how your muscles feel and reflect on how tough that was. Was it easy for you? Was it really hard? If 5 is too many, cut back to 4. Just do what you can do and know that as you're doing more every time or a little bit more, you're building up that resilience and strength. So I was going to add more core work onto this class, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think we're going to take it down a notch down. So let's go ahead and bring our forearms out to a figure 11. Come to Sphinx pose. Let me move this out of the way. Move these guys up to the front here. All right, come to Sphinx. Forearms out of a figure 11. Hips are pushing into the ground. Know that you can slide your elbows further in front of you if you need to. Just breathe into that lower back. A few more breaths here. One more breath. We're going to slowly roll over onto your back and recenter on the mat. Sorry about that. I should have rolled the other way. Didn't think about that when I did it. All right. Bring your heels in here. Knees pointed up at the ceiling or sky. Reach down with your fingertips. See if you can scrub the back of your heel here. I'm going to do a few bridge poses. Dynamic, though, if you know what that means. We're going to bring our arms up as we lift our hips and then back down as we lower our hips. I'm going to do about 5 of those. It's a good glute exercise. Helps you strengthen your bum here. So we're going to inhale up, bring your arm up and overhead. Exhale back down. Inhale up, lift your hips up. Exhale back down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale back down. Let your lower back relax into the mat. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Rock left and right here. When you're ready, next time through, let your knees fall all the way over to the right as you bring your arms out to a T. Look over that left shoulder. Let your breathing start to relax. Loosening the grip on control of it. One more breath here, and we're going to lift up and go to the other side.
Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Look over the right shoulder or other side. If you got it backwards, that's completely fine. No worries. Let's continue to hang out here. Again, releasing grip on your breath. Letting it slowly come back to its natural rhythm. 2 more breaths on this side. Inhale your knees up. Squeeze yourself into a little ball. And then exhale. Release to your final resting pose, letting your heels come along, relaxing onto the mat. Maybe I like to give myself a hip shimmy here. Encourage my hips to relax into the mat and be heavy. Yeah, palms up, palms down. But if your palms are up, make sure you try and relax those fingers and let your palms open up as much as they can. Years of computer use, my hands don't really relax all the way anymore. Shoulders relax and be heavy on the mat. Go ahead and start to bring some subtle movements, fingers and toes. Letting that extend to your ankles and wrists. Reach overhead. Stretch really as far as you can. I know, really short Shavasana today, or final resting pose. Sorry about that. Roll over on to your side. I'll be rolling to the right. Use that bottom arm as a pillow. When you're ready, we're going to push ourselves up to a seat. Meeting in a nice meditative seat, palms together at heart center, head slightly bowed. Thanks so much for joining me again this week. Appreciate they're joining every week you can. I bow to you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Join me again next week, and we'll be continuing to focus on resilience. Maybe not strength this time. Maybe something a little bit different, okay? But just know, building resilience is a great tool to have. Another way you could build resilience is by expressing your gratitude. So have a good week, and I'll see you next time.